What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Grant, and today we are going to be going over the Tampa real estate market update. We're going to be taking a deep dive into all the numbers with what's going on in the Tampa Bay area, letting you know what that means for you and your home value. And again, my name is Grant. I am a local real estate agent in the Tampa Bay area. So if you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. My information will be linked down below if you ever need anything. And without further ado, let's jump right into these numbers. And just so you know, guys, these numbers we're going to be looking at, this is a combination of Pinellas, Hillsborough, Pasco, and Hernando County. The first thing we're going to be looking at is the Tampa area single family closed sales. And these sales we're going to be looking at are year over year. So in 2022, we saw 4,219 closed sales. In 2021, which is a year prior, we saw 4,987 closed sales. That's a negative 15.4% decrease year over year. And that number right there it is not because nobody wants to buy a house in the Tampa Bay area. That number is because our listing inventory is getting lower and lower and lower, as we'll jump into in just a sec. People are definitely realizing the value that they have in the Tampa Bay area, or they're just thinking, oh my gosh, I'd love to sell my house and net all this money, top market value, but where are they gonna go next, right? So, and that's a big issue that we're seeing for a lot of these people in the area. The next number we're gonna look at is the average sale price. The average sale price in 2021 was $397,500. The average sale price in 2022 is $494,500. That's nearly a 25% increase in your home value year over year, which is crazy. That is for sure unheard of. Is it potentially unsustainable? That's something to argue for sure. But the reason we're seeing that crazy increase in value over year is because we have such low inventory and such high demand, and our new build communities have not been able to keep up with the demand that we thought they would be able to do, as well as our Tampa Bay area is a lot more active and a lot more desirable than other areas, like you could say in the middle of Georgia or Oklahoma. We have a lot of amenities here in the Tampa Bay area, and the demand is not seeming to slow down at all. That's why you're seeing more and more new build communities come up all throughout the Tampa Bay area, especially in those more rural areas like Pasco and Hernando counties that may not have been built up as much yet. If you drive down 19, if you go down 52, 54, those are major roads in the area. You just take a drive down there. You will see how many new build communities are just starting, or they're just only 50% through the process, and they still haven't been able to sell all of their homes yet. And most of them is just they're not built yet, or a lot of people now are on a waiting list because they're not ready. Next thing to look at right here is the median time to contract. That means how many days from when you list the property will it take for you to go under contract. On average right now, and it's the same year over year, it takes 6 days. That is a huge sign that we were still in a major seller market. It only takes you 6 days on average for a home to go under contract, pending that obviously it's marketed correctly and priced correctly. The fact that it's only going to take 6 days versus 5-6 years ago, it most likely would have been 15 to 20 days at that point. But, this is indicating that we're still in a very, very hot seller's market. But we are slightly starting to see a shift in today's market, especially with the rise in interest rates that we just saw recently. So much so that for the first time in almost 3 years, we've seen our active inventory actually increase in the Tampa Bay area. In April of 2021, we had 3,200 active listings. In April 2022, we had 3,594. We saw a 12.7% increase in active listings on the market. So this may be a sign that people are starting to realize or just want to capitalize on this high value market and start to sell their property. So for the first time in quite a few years, we started to see an increase of homes on the market versus a decrease like we've been seeing for the past few years. Another big thing to look at right here is the month supply of inventory. In April of 2021, we had a 0.7 month supply of inventory, while in April 2021, we have a 0.8. So there was a 14.3% increase in regards to the month supply of inventory in the Tampa Bay area. So again, another indicator that we might start to see more homes come on the market throughout these next few months to next few years potentially, compared to what we've seen in the past few years for sure. Then we look at the average list price percentage received. So if they listed for $100,000 right now, if you got offered $100,000, that would be 100% for this example. So in April of 2021, on average, sellers would get 100% of whatever their list price was. In April 2022, on average, we are at 1.1% overall. So 1.1% higher than it was year over year. So sellers that are listing their home are still getting full priced offers, if not above. And that statistic right there, that's just the average, right? Because there are tons of people that list their home either way overpriced or they're completely out of the ballpark in regards to their amenities that they would or should offer for that value. So that will probably drive it way down. There are still tons of properties that will list and end up selling tomorrow for 20% over list price. It really just depends on your marketing and pricing strategy. And that's why it's super important to partner with a top agent in your area. So if you guys ever need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. My information will be linked down below. And if you find value in this content so far, please like and subscribe. Let's get right back into it though. Let's look at these graphs here so we can get a better understanding of what's going on in today's market compared to past. So we're gonna look at the closed sales, right? Back in 2018, we'd have anywhere from 3,000 all the way up to 5,000 being the lowest and highest number of closed sales we'd see in a month, right? 3,000 to 5,000 a month in our Tampa real estate market, right? And it's stayed pretty consistent since then. Since 2018, the past 5 years, you'll see an increase and then a decrease all throughout the year, because during the winter and fall months, it definitely does slow down a little bit. You can tell based on this graph here. And then during the spring and summer, the market does slightly pick up. You know, you got people moving, you got summer, you got kids out. It's the perfect time to move or relocate. And obviously this shows this right here. Back in 2018, the median sales price was just above $200,000. So that was back in 2018. So now in 2022, the median sales price is $400,000. We've seen since 2018 about 100% increase in values in the past 5 years. I would definitely call that a boom, most likely unsustainable, but there's nothing to suggest that we are going to see a market decrease in values anytime soon. And the reason why that we're not going to see a decrease in values is because of this right here. It's because of this chart. It's because of this inventory chart. Back in 2018, when we had the same amount of sales, 3,000 to 5,000, we had 10,000 to 12,000 active listings in our Tampa Bay market at any given time. Roughly, it'd be 10,000 to 12,000. All the way from 2018 to the end of 2019, we would have 10,000 to 12,000. And then as you see years later in 2020, 2021, that's when we get all the way down to an inventory of 4,000 to 5,000. It is cut almost in half in regards to available homes that are actually on the market. So that reason right there is practically why we are not going to see a decrease in price anytime soon, unless we see this chart start to go up and we see a larger increase of active inventory. So until that happens, the prices are not going anywhere. And those numbers are pretty consistent overall in regards to the townhomes, condos, same type of increase in value, maybe not as much, probably not 25%, more like 20. And then same thing with the townhomes, because townhomes and condos are not as desirable as single family homes in the Tampa Bay area, but they are still a major factor, a major part of it. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you had any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Comment below what you think is going to happen by the end of 2022, because we are in a rough time. This may be a recession time, right? But does that mean the values in Tampa Bay real estate are going to go down? Let me know in the comments what you think is going to happen by the end of 2022 in regards to our real estate values. So that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and sticking around all the way till the end. If you like that, do me a huge favor and like and subscribe for more content just like this. And if you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. My information will be linked down below in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video.